I'll paint a picture, let me set the scene. I know when I have children, they will know what it means. And I pass on these things my family's given.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daphne, and today we're talking about my 15th week of pregnancy.
Change this whole world with a piano at a bass, some guitar.
Okay, so before we go any further, I don't want to give any spoilers away, so if you haven't seen our gender reveal video, pause this and go watch that and then come back. From now on in this video and in all future videos, I'm going to be referring to the baby as the gender that it is. So if you don't want to have that spoiled, go ahead and go watch that video now. So if you're back and you've already watched the video, you know that we are having our third baby girl, and I could not be more excited. We will talk all about baby near the end of the video, but for now, let's talk about my stats and symptoms this week. So the day has finally come. I am 15 weeks and 6 days, stepped on the scale this morning, and I was 144 pounds, which was the weight that I was when I found out that I was pregnant. So I am back up to my pre-pregnancy weight at almost 16 weeks, and I could not be more happy about it. I am finally getting my appetite back, and it's just the best thing in the world. In terms of cravings this week, I have been having a lot of cravings, and I have to kind of it's just so weird because it's gone like full 360 from what it was, where I literally every single food made me sick and nothing sounded good. And now I'm like, boom, I'm 15 weeks and I want to eat all the things and I'm so hungry, and it's like my body knows that we need to make up for lost time. So I am so hungry and I want to eat all the time and everything sounds good. And so I need to kind of pull back and make sure that I'm being, moderate about this thing and healthy. But last night that did not work out, and so this is embarrassing, but it was probably 9 o'clock at night, and I remembered that I had gone to the store the other night and I had bought Cheetos, just regular, the crunchy Cheetos. And did I go downstairs and grab the bag of Cheetos, which was had a third of the bag left, and did I eat that whole thing? Yes, I did. And so, you know what? That's part of pregnancy, is just sometimes you have these crazy cravings, and I am trying to be moderate. I want to go by the 80-20 principle, where 80% of what you eat or more is healthy, and then you let yourself have treats. So should I be eating a bag of Cheetos on the regular? Definitely not. But did I have some Cheetos last night, and was it the best thing in the world? Yes, it was. I am still having some nausea. It's really random and it's not all the time. It's definitely different than it was before. But yesterday, for example, I woke up and one of my biggest cravings this week has been tuna. And I know that that's probably my body's way of saying that I need, DHA or whatever it is. But I woke up in the morning yesterday craving tuna, which is super weird. Tuna is such a strong food or whatever. But so I woke up, I had my protein shake, and then at 10 o'clock I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a tuna sandwich. So I made a tuna sandwich. It was delicious. I put cheese and lettuce and tomato and, mayo, and it was super, super good. And I ate half of the tuna sandwich, and then all of a sudden I was so nauseous. It went from 0 to 100, and that entire sandwich came up violently. And here's a TMI thing for you. If you have ever been pregnant, you know that baby presses on your bladder, and this is not for everyone. I'm just a special blessed person, I guess. But now every time I cough really hard, or if I'm vomiting super, super hard, I definitely pee my pants every single time. And if you're pregnant and you're 15 weeks and you're watching this video and the same thing happens to you, girl, you are not alone, because yeah, it is not cute and it is not fun. It is super embarrassing, and I'm so glad that I work from home, because I was in the bathroom violently throwing up a tuna sandwich at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I left a puddle of pee through my pants onto the bathroom floor. So isn't that cute? Pregnancy is not glorious and glamorous all the time, and that was my experience yesterday. I talked last week and the last couple of weeks about feeling baby move, and obviously I am definitely still feeling baby move. Yesterday she was kicking and I grabbed Pete's hand and I put it on my belly, and of course she immediately stopped kicking. So he hasn't been able to feel her yet. I am definitely feeling her kick every day, multiple times a day. On Mother's Day, after we had celebrated and had dinner, we had some coconut cake and it was delicious. And anytime that I have sugar, I feel like it must just go straight to the baby because she wakes up and she starts kicking every time after I have sugar. And so I had definitely felt her kicking and moving around a lot after that cake. So hopefully this baby loves coconut as much as I do. Coconut's like my favorite food. Another like kind of annoying symptom that was a little concerning that I had this week was I'm starting to feel Braxton Hicks contractions, which are just practice contractions, and I know that it can be pretty normal for them to start in your second trimester, especially with subsequent babies. I think that everyone gets them, but with subsequent babies, you maybe start feeling them a little bit more and a little bit earlier. But a few days ago, I had, I think like 3 in an hour, and they were not like, it wasn't just tightening, like it was really uncomfortable and I had to sit down. And so I Googled it and I saw that if you just drink a bunch of water and put your feet up for a while, they should stop. And they did. So they went away and I just made sure that I was hydrating. I guess if you get dehydrated, you can get more Braxton Hicks contractions. So I'm just gonna have to be really mindful of that and making sure that I'm getting my water, and that when I start having multiple contractions in an hour, that I just kind of take it easy and put my feet up and rest a little bit. My energy this week has been pretty good. I am finally back to a pretty good workout routine. So I think I really stopped essentially working out after we moved into this house a few weeks ago and we went on vacation, and I was just so sick and so tired. And so I had basically stopped working out, but I'm finally feeling like I have the energy to put back into workouts. I went on like a nice hour-long hike yesterday and it was awesome and it just felt so good. But then I definitely needed a mid-afternoon nap because I was so tired. It definitely like takes energy out of me, but at least I have the energy to put into a workout. And then I felt like in the evening, my energy was really, really good. So I know that working out can contribute to positive energy like throughout your day. So I'm just gonna keep up with that, hopefully. And I want to stay active throughout the rest of my pregnancy. Okay, and the last symptom that I have this week, and I swear I'm gonna keep talking about this every week, but I feel like my belly is huge. Like it's getting giant. Like I'm wearing this like romper today, and like, look at that belly. Like it's huge. Like, I don't know. It feels like I'm getting huge. And I guess that's fair. Like we're creeping up to the halfway point here pretty soon in a few weeks. And yeah, I feel like I'm definitely visibly pregnant now. Like the other day I was in the grocery store and someone just looked at me and said, congratulations. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like it's clear, I guess, now that I'm pregnant. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, getting really big. That's about all I have to report on myself this week. Let's talk a little bit about my baby girl. So she is starting to get big and she's gonna get even bigger and bigger. So this week she is 4 inches long and about the length of an avocado or a navel orange. So getting really pretty big, and over the next few weeks, she's gonna double in length. So I'm expecting not only to start putting on more and more weight, but also for my belly to really start picking up size, which is fine. I'm so glad that I went ahead during my first trimester and bought a whole bunch of maternity clothes because I'm going to start needing them. Like this is a maternity romper that I got from Shein, and if you stay tuned, I'm planning on doing a maternity Shein haul in the next couple of days here. And so it'll probably be posted in the next week or two. And yeah, so definitely needing maternity clothes for the size of this little girl and filling them out already. Another thing about this week is baby is practicing her breathing. So she is breathing in amniotic fluid and breathing it back out. And on an ultrasound, if you're watching, you can see them like inhaling and exhaling, and you can watch like their little chest fill. And it's really cool to watch that and see that. I have, let's see, when I'm like 19 and a half weeks, I have my, what's it called? My 20-week, like the big scan, and that's coming up in just a few weeks, and I could not be more excited. I cannot wait. I love going to those ultrasounds. And honestly, the fact that I've had my panorama and everything has come up good, like that baby's healthy and everything, like that just takes a load off. So, well, you know, I don't think that they can tell through that panorama, like if baby has a cleft palate or lip or anything like that. So that's the kind of thing that we're going to be looking for. And obviously, if there's something, you know, wrong with baby or anything like that, like that's totally fine. And we'll get through it and we'll support her and help her. But, you know, obviously every parent's hope for their baby is that they don't have to go through any, you know, medical procedures or anything like that. So we're just hoping that everything's good, and I'm super excited for that scan. Along with the breathing that comes this week is that baby is producing pee, and the bladder is filling every 30 minutes and she's peeing every 30 minutes. I just think that's so cool. That's so cute that she's practicing to fill her diapers. Just can't wait. We're finally like cutting way down on diapers in our house because we have a 2-year-old and a 3.5-year-old, my daughters Nina and Chloe. And so with this little baby, you know, obviously there's gonna be a lot more diapers, and that's totally fine with us. I am so excited to change her diapers and just do all of the mom things that you get to do with newborns. I love the newborn phase. Another super exciting thing about this week is that baby's girl parts are totally formed, and she has ovaries now, and they are filled with hundreds of thousands of eggs. And I think that is so cool because one of those eggs could be my future grandchildren. And I am such like a family person. Like I'm, you know, only 31 years old, and I'm already thinking like, man, how cool is it gonna be to be a grandma, and like my grandchildren are already in existence. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're already in the world. They're just, you know, inside my baby girl. So how cool is that? I'm so excited. Or, you know, maybe she'll choose not to have children and she'll break my heart, but that's okay. And then the other big thing for this week, and if you watched our gender, oops, I just kicked the camera. If you watched our gender reveal video, you'll see that we picked a name for our baby girl. So we decided on the name Liliana, and obviously we're probably not gonna call her Liliana. That's just like the full, like long name or whatever. She'll probably get called that along with her middle name when she's in trouble and stuff. But our baby girl is named Lily. So we're so excited. I love that. I think Nina, Chloe, and Lily really go together, and it's just like a simple, sweet, classic, feminine name, and I just love it, and I think it's so perfect. So our Lily is going to be coming in the next 5 months or whatever. I could not be more excited for our little Lily girl. And obviously, if you watched our gender reveal video, you saw that this is our third little girl, and you saw my reaction to finding out. I think a lot of people, like we've had so many people tell us, like, you know, like, I don't want to say this in like a rude way, but we've had so many people say like, oh, I really hope that you get a boy on your third try. And like, I know that's wishing well, and that's like really sweet, and that's them wanting the best for us. But like for me, I could have a million little girls. Like ever since I was a little girl, it was my dream to have 4 daughters. I don't know where like in my mind I got this from, but that has always been my dream, is to have a whole house full of little girls. And it, you know, obviously my husband was not dreaming of that since the time that he was a little boy, but he loves being a girl dad. And I am obsessed with being a girl mom. Like I feel like I was meant to be a girl mom, and I don't know, it just feels like it totally worked out this way. And, you know, I've gotten everything that I wanted. Like I don't understand how I'm so blessed that this is what I've always like wanted and prayed for and hoped for, and somehow I've gotten lucky enough that I got that. Like what are the chances of having 3 daughters when that's something that you've always like prayed for and hoped for? Like statistically, I don't think the chances are super good of having 3 girls. And the fact that it happened for me, I feel so, like, I hate it when people are like, I feel so blessed, but like, I feel so blessed. Like, ugh, that's annoying. But honestly, I could not be more excited and grateful and thrilled that we are having another little girl. I love being a girl mom, and I don't know, I'm just so thrilled and excited, and I definitely cried. And I hope it doesn't come off in the video like I was crying because I was disappointed, because that's not it at all. Like I am so freaking excited to have another little girl and to have this like household, this like little team of little girls. I just like, I don't know. I'm so excited. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking for forever this week. Thank you so much for watching to this point. If you want to follow my pregnancy journey and you want to keep getting updates about this little baby girl, our sweet Lily, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. And I will see you guys next week for my 16-week pregnancy update.
Thanks. Bye.